for this Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle Online Major. We've had a lot of great matches so far, lots of upsets, lots of, just great play all around. So many commentators coming on board, so many players coming on board. But it's our final week before we reach to top 8, and there's a lot on the line for a lot of these players. I'm Salty Boy, joined here on the mic with...
What's up? Bloody Demon here. How are y'all?
And yeah, we're gonna be bringing y'all this tournament tonight with our very first match between Sprite Cranberry as well as, I believe, Lucky Nagy as well. Once again, all these players pretty much have just all been regulars for an Intertwining Fates so far, and a lot of these players are playing in this prelim tonight because they all have a chance at actually making it into that final cut. And Sprite Cranberry is one of those players who is definitely trying to make it in, but it's going to be a very long road ahead of him because you got to be making a huge run in this bracket tonight. But I've seen Sprite Cranberry do well before. Sprite Cranberry making their first top 8 last 2 weeks ago at the prelim number 4. So I'm looking forward to see what Sprite Cranberry brings to the table tonight, whether it's with the Ragna, whether it's with the Adachi. I see Sprite already locked into the Adachi Hakumen. I'm not sure if we're going to be changing that, but that's going to be really fun to watch either way. Oh, bidding.
Yeah, that's a unexpected team right there. Usually going for Ragnas or Azraels or such, but I guess we're trying out some Adachi right now with Hakumen of all characters.
And we're jumping straight into Snowtown as we bring y'all the very first game here for prelim number 5. Lots on the line for both these players. Lucky Nagy with the Adachi and Hakumen, and of course, we got the Adachi and Hakumen on the other side. We got a mirror to start us off.
All right.
And both Adachis starting off on point immediately. Sprite Cranberry going on the aggressive with that jump forward JB, a great air button to start making your approach in. And also we're starting to bully Lucky Nagy from full screen with those lasers, but Lucky Nagy can do exactly the same thing.
Ooh, okay, nice jumping mode, nothing off of it though.
Managed to get the counter hit there. Oh, and there's the BZO coming out. That parry attempt is going to be pushing Sprite Cranberry away, but not without this combo and actually taking that burst from Lucky Nagy as well.
Okay, nice blocks from Nagy. Fortunately, push the button right there, getting hit for AK.
Yeah, that was fantastic timing on the side of Sprite Cranberry, and unlucky timing for Lucky Nagy, because it's even worse when you get counter hit out of a Persona move, because you get Persona broken, you take that extra damage, and it hurts so much more. Lucky Nagy holding on to that Adachi with a pixel of life left, hoping to get some of that life back with Adachi on the back lines, and we're baiting out that parry. A great call out from Lucky Nagy. Activating that cross combo, almost happy birthday. We were finding some small hits here and there, and finally Lucky Nagy getting a big combo. We have a lot of mirror to work with here, so we can go straight into the super to cash out on this combo, or we can go straight into the auto combo instead to get that simple 8k meterless, hoping to save that meter for a different situation. Combo drop there, that 5p Adachi coming out, a fantastic assist, but not able to secure the round ender as Sprite Cranberry finds the round ender, perfectly timing that parry on the jump in from Lucky Nagy, and that is going to be that 2A to close off the round. Well played to Sprite Cranberry, starting things off.
That was a chaotic match.
Yeah, truly. When you have an Adachi Hakumen mirror, things are always going to be insane. Hakumen, one of the most explosive characters in the game, and Adachi, one of the most versatile characters in the game. It's definitely a very interesting matchup as well because, you know, Hakumen doesn't have the best of times getting in against zoners. And the thing is about Adachi is that that laser cannot be cut by Hakumen, where Hakumen swords normally can cut through projectiles. That laser just goes straight through. And another thing too, though, is that if Hakumen does get in, because he's such a mid-range beast, it makes Adachi, it makes it hard for Adachi to try to get anything started because their Persona normals struggle so much against these big mid-range characters. exactly with that 5B. You try to jump up with that JB as well. And if you're Sprite Cranberry, you can just poke out those giant sword normals from Hakumen, and there's not really much you can do in response as Adachi. And now we're just backing up, trying to make some space. But when you make that space, we can just go for those AZOs, those BZOs, get things set up, get those plus frames, get those neutral skips, and with that, Sprite Cranberry takes that Hakumen down, hoping to take one more character with him, and into the whipped counter, straight into the super counter. Sprite Cranberry definitely feeling themselves as they move on through the bracket with a resounding 2-0 over Lucky Negi, sending them straight down to losers. Yeah, what a start. And
yeah, very fast start.
I definitely hyped up Sprite Cranberry a little bit. It's really good to see that Sprite is starting things off strong. Oh, right, it's 3-0, my bad.
Oh, yeah, it's BB tag. It's always 3-0.
But no, I mean, Sprite Cranberry is on a devastating run right now. 2 games up. It's going to be very hard for Lucky Negi to bring things back, especially when things were looking so one-sided in both those games, especially in that second game. Lucky Negi definitely had more of their bearings in that first game, and now Sprite Cranberry is doing more of the same by taking these early hits away from Lucky.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, the backup AZO, one of the safest things you can do, very oppressive because that full screen advantage. Oh, okay, we got a pair coming in. Not going to let Sprite go for this falling JB so easily. And now we're having a pretty long block string, but we need to open up Lucky somehow. And Lucky is going to be opening up Sprite with that normal 5C. And this is what I'm talking about when it comes to those Persona normals, those Persona moves. They can so easily get beaten out by these dish points from those big sword normals that Hakumen has.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Doing the same block string, end it with the 5C and EE, the online tactics, bro.
Yeah, Lucky really putting all their chips in, hoping that Sprite was going to try and take back their turn after that block 5C, but Sprite instead just walking back, waiting to see what Lucky was going to do. Maybe expecting Lucky to do that. That it could definitely be a player knowledge kind of situation as well.
These players do fight each other a lot in other tournaments as well. Ooh.
Oh, very flashy combo here. Oh no, but we dropped it. That would have been so cool.
Lucky not, we have you showing signs of life.
Super as well. That's going to do nearly 10k damage, and we're going to be popping resonance as well. That's going to be returning some life from Lucky. That's going to be gaining some meter as well, and that's 2 really important things you want to have if you're Hakumen.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard to gain some meter. Don't got the passive gain from CF.
He does land, and we're going straight into the 214C.
Ooh, nice
Quite work out the way that Lucky was expecting to have it work, and now Sprite is doing a good amount of damage here. Now we can just back up, right? We can play as patient as we want. Adachi can easily just go for those AZOs, but he's still gotta be careful. And now Lucky is in Sprite's face, catching the runaway, catching the escape. And we have some meter to spend, but not enough to kill because we didn't root into the super. No way! The jump up, catching the panic option from Sprite, going resonance straight into that reversal. It doesn't end up working out, and Lucky actually taking their first game pretty clutch there with that pixel of life left for Hakumen. But man, that was super scary. Lucky had 2 meter to spend, but it was very tough because they had that 2 meter to spend, but they built that up by going into a special move, and you cannot cancel that special move into that super without resonance. So they had to just go straight into that cancel into the C move instead, which did do a good amount of damage, but just not enough to kill. A bit of a scare. We'll see exactly how well Lucky fares in this 4th game. Lucky getting their first game. That's going to be a big momentum shift here.
Alright, Sprite seemingly starting off the races right now. Dropping the combo, going into a reset. Just wanting that burst so bad. Ooh. You're just popping up those Persona normals, but those things can get you in trouble too, because if you hit the Persona normals, sometimes there's a little bit of a end lag on the user themselves, and you don't get the move itself since the Persona was hit.
Yeah, it's definitely very tough. You want to be playing very careful when it comes to those persona normals. But those persona normals can be very, very strong, very potent. Because it also lets you kind of ignore push block as well in certain situations.
Indeed. Okay. I believe Lucky's in the one corner, yeah. Sometimes it's hard to know which one's which. A DP twice. He's so real.
Alright, charging up that BZO, and I love that we spend a bit of that mirror to just rush in like that against that BZO. Not going to be letting that neutral skip happen. Looking, honestly, pretty even health. Lucky a little bit lower than Sprite, but that can easily change if we can find that one good hit. We do have the mirror to use, and we try to use it for the super. That's going to be an instant burst from Lucky.
Yeah, that Yukukaza could have been huge. Gets caught in the air, messes up the confirm though. Very lucky.
Oh, we tried to, yeah. That was very tough. We tried to charge up BZO, but when you're that low health, and especially when Sprite has just shown that they are just looking out for what you're trying to do from that full screen with those AZOs and trying to catch those options out, Sprite can easily just hold back and say, okay, hey, what are you going to do? Oh, BZO, that's basically just a free AZO for the closer.
But valiant effort from Lucky, putting a little bit of strain on Sprite, not a total wash, so good stuff. You still got loser brackets, so not out yet.
And yeah, no, we might even see Lucky show up later on a stream as well, because if you win your first loser's side match, you do make it into top 8, where we're going to be streaming all of those matches. So I do look forward to see which players are going to be moving forward and which are not. You can see Bumba Chunga actually on the loser's side of the bracket. Yukari Meta is also on the loser's side as well, losing to Hachi. Actually, that was a DQ. So Hachi will be moving on into winners quarterfinals to play against King of Ninjas, who we're going to be watching soon. Sprite Cranberry moving on to play against Chop Suey, which is, I mean, that's going to be a tough matchup, no matter who you are. Even if you're Razo, that's not a player you want to be seeing this early in the bracket.
Yeah, you know, just Lilbert told me, yeah, speaking of Razo, Lilbert told me that hopefully Chop Suey doesn't advance in the tournament, but, you know, Chop is a very strong player. They're very capable.
Yeah, it's crazy because Chop Suey joined his very first prelim 2 weeks ago for prelim number 4. He skipped the first 3, entered the 4th one, and I think his plan is he's going to do so well in prelim 4, he's going to do so well in prelim 5 that he's going to be qualifying for that top cut regardless. And that's a very real possibility, because if Chop Suey does make it to second place, maybe even first place. I think first place is the big thing you want to be looking out for, because that does score him 8 points. And right now, I believe Chop Suey is at 7 points. So that will basically put him clear ahead and be a very real threat in those placings.
Yep.
On the bottom side of those placings, speaking of, Yosuro with 11 points. So Yosuro really wants to do well in this bracket tonight, to make sure that he keeps that top 8 spot. E2 Deku, I don't think even is participating tonight. So E2 Deku is definitely being threatened there by Chop Suey if he makes it far in the bracket. Hachi is also looking to qualify into top 8. Yo Game Wizard at 5th place, Sykes at 4th, King of Ninjas 3rd place, Wukondo on 2nd place, and of course Ryazo 1st place. Absolute dominant performance in most of the prelims so far. I say most because the very first 3 prelims Ryazo got 1st place, didn't enter the 4th one, so that's why he did not win the 4th one. But he could very well win this 5th one and put himself into an even bigger lead than he is in before, because right now he's in 26 points. Like 26 points. Second place is 20 points. Keep that in mind.
Exactly. I don't think it's possible for Razo not to get a position in the next tournament from his point standing. But he still wants to win. He wants to make sure that maybe some of his bad matchups or people he doesn't want to face are in top 8. We'll have to see how that works out.
Speaking of players that want to make it into that top cut, we got Yosuro versus Sykes. Adachi, Mirrors, with the U and Ruby for that flavor. Sykes is right now 4th place, qualified into top 8, looking to qualify at least because there is a real threat that your seeding is going to start to drop. But Yosro holding it down, had a really great performance on a prelim number 4, and I do expect Yosro to make it very far in this one, as well as Yosro is putting on the pain and taking out that Ruby, a huge piece that you want to be taking away this early because Adachi struggles so much in neutral against Ruby.
Alright. No confirm off that counter hit. Definitely still... Yeah, definitely still doable for Adachi. He has the damage to make those comebacks. Nice block there, actually. Whoa.
Yeah, very interesting play there, but it is plus, so we're able to take that turn back right in that instance, and great blocks from Sykes so far, but we try to panic and go for that TP option. Unfortunately, not going to be working out as Yosro cleanly blocks it with that U, and that is going to be the first game going to Yosro because of it.
Yeah, kind of an explosive start right there for Yosro, putting Sykes pretty bad disadvantage, killing off the +1 for Adachi with that Ruby, which, like you said, Ruby does have a little bit of a matchup, a little bit better matchup versus Adachi, so killing her nice and early.
And it's a lot of the same reasons. It's a lot of the same reasons I outlined in terms of that Hakumen into Adachi matchup, where Hakumen, once he gets in, Adachi's having a hard time because his normals are so good in that range. But Ruby, unlike Hakumen, has projectiles and also has a way to make it in quickly against Adachi, so the zoning problems aren't really that big of an issue, and that's why Ruby is so good into Adachi like this, and that's why you do not want to lose that piece of the puzzle.
Alright, JB, active switch, dodge the incoming attack.
Knocked down, lots of jumps from Sykes, and there's the classic Yosro DP with the U. Come out at some point, and this is going to hurt because we have double super, and because there's a DP there, that burst is locked out, so this Ruby is more than dead.
You don't even need a second super. Oh my god. This character damage goes insane sometimes.
Activation. I love that we're pressing against that that 214C Persona call down, and what a pickup from Yosro on Sykes. That's going to be a good deal of damage. One more combo honestly will be enough to kill, and I think that's going to be it. We do have 4 mirrors, so we can go straight to the DHC, and that's going to be the second game going to Yosro just like that.
Yeah, this damage on this team is very consistent, and it's consistently high, right? So like interactions like these could just lead into like 2 interactions, you're dead.
Yeah, incredibly consistent team. They both kind of in some ways make up for each other's weaknesses, both very aggressive though, so you want to be so it's very hard to get out of a lot of those situations where they put you in those sandwich pressure, or they look like they can't get any pressure started from far away, and then AZO or BZO comes out, and then you got you sliding across the floor like he slipped on a banana peel or something like that, and then suddenly you're getting hit and put into a full combo, and it's a very tough matchup to deal with. But so far, Sykes has been showing some knowledge concerning it. And of course, both these players have played each other a lot, so I'm sure that there's a lot of player knowledge, a lot of character knowledge coming in for both of these players.
Wow. It feels like every option Yosoro's done has been the correct one, which could be very demoralizing, just as a player.
Ooh, he's out of his mind, and that's going to be the Ruby dead again! Sykes, you cannot let this keep happening to your character. But thankfully for Sykes, at least they managed to get that level 3 resonance before that Ruby went down. So we're going to be getting faster meter gain because of it, and higher meter capabilities because of that as well. But that's if we're able to pop resonance, and Yosro is not even giving Sykes a chance, because I think this combo will be enough to kill. Granted, we don't drop it, But this is BB tag. We don't drop our combos that easily. Straight into the super, just like that. And once again, with another distortion finish, Yosuro with a near perfect 3-0's Sykes to move on in the bracket and move into top 8. And we couldn't get them resolved. That's really unfortunate. I want to see King and Ninja play, especially that Yukio, not a character that you see represented very often. But we're going to be seeing 2 characters that you don't see super often either, in the form of Serene Smile with that wall scene in a Rachel combo. And already a massive start. Yosuro getting that DP baited out, and Serene already taking half of that health away from Madachi.
I just do want to add that they are DQing, but they said they can DQ the losers, so hopefully Team Ninja does redeem themselves from losers. I do like to see some Yukiko play.
Yeah, always super excited. I do look forward to it if that does end up being a possibility, but a very real possibility here is that Yosuro might lose to Serene Smile. Serene Smile still has that Rachel in the back, yet to really come out and play their part, because Walstein might be going down before Rachel gets a chance. I feel like we're going to be swapping after this combo, though. We do have burst on the table. Is Yosuro going to spend it? No, we're not. Instead, we're going to go for that cross combo. Still keep Walstein on the active. And we're using that Rachel as that assist to keep that combo going. Always taking outside Adachi, but taking that burst away from Yosuro is very important. And now suddenly things look so much more even than they were before with that big combo. This big cross combo conversion. That reversal in your face like that. And the mix coming from Serene.
No.
Oh man, the super just hitting raw like that. Serene is pulling no punches. Just DP, super in your face, just like that. Small happy birthday there. That could have been very scary, but not able to fully get that kill against Walstein. Yosuro is looking very short on life.
You messed up the combo there.
It's a very big drop, as now Serene is roaming free out of that prison, out of jail, and now ready to wreak havoc with these win stocks. Just changing the momentum of the screen. That's the big gimmick behind Rachel, is setting up that win to change the momentum of the characters, change the momentum of the projectiles, and make you go where she wants you to go.
Oh wow.
Both players with level 4 resonance, which popped out straight into the super. Dude. Okay.
That's like 5 reversals in a row.
Serene, I love you. You might be my player of the night. You might be my player of the night. Intertwining those supers into fate, huh?
Exactly. Serene is now down for a hustle or two, and they definitely like to press buttons, and they press the crouch button sometimes.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Here we go, Serene with that lead 1-0, but it's still a first to 3 game, and things could very well change. It was looking very close towards the end there, so Yosuro could definitely bring things back, especially with this massive lead, a stark difference from the previous match, from the previous game that just went down.
Ooh,
good
DP's
reversal.
his DP. Okay, setting up shop, doing what Rachel does best.
So the 13th holding down that neutral as well, and there's that mix coming in. Rachel is such a scary character because her mix can be so fast with those overheads.
Walstein should be dying from this combo, yep.
Yeah, that's tough because we chose to cross combo before. That did leave Walstein without enough partner gauge to actually get a burst off and save himself. Electric Chair whiff, that could have been a big punish from Yosuro if they were ready for that.
Right, gonna escape right now. See that Yosuro just staying directly under Rachel, doesn't want her to escape, but we get hit into a combo right now.
Okay, that was cool. That was very clean. Setting up those Georges behind, Yosuro was so smart. We were up in the air as Yosuro was not able to see where the Georges landed, and when they thought they had Serene in the corner, then we used those socks to change where Yosuro's position on the screen was to knock them into those Georges and get that combo extension as well. Very smart, very well played. And oh, okay, wait, resonance here. That Persona was broken for a bit, and there's the overhead coming in. Astral is a factor. I think Yosro is going to be holding on to that meter as well because he's looking for that one good hit, because that one good hit will spell victory. But because we're holding on to that meter, Serene is able to really scrounge up more of that neutral advantage and find a hit.
Great back away right there.
Oh, the final spin. 5C landing.
Unfortunate for Serene right there. They almost made that comeback right there. Rachel doesn't do damage, but she can play keep away pretty well, and just almost managed to make a comeback right there. But
yeah, almost. But I think they weren't able to because of how Yosro adapted to Serene's pressure. Because Yosro noticing like, hey, you know what? Rachel's pressure is hard to deal with, but the thing about Rachel pressure is that, especially when it's just a regular block screen like that, no projectiles, no shenanigans, I mean, it's very interactable. So we're just fine with pressing those 2As, those 5As to mash out of that pressure, and you cannot super command grab in that situation, as Yosro is happy birthday to start us off, and is now going to be taking out this Rachel as well, because Rachel does not have enough partner gauge to get that burst off.
oh wow, gets the confirm off of the raw 2C, links it into that 4, I believe.
Resonance and no fear, and I love that Yosro has just no fear in that situation, because there's not a lot Serene could have done. If we try to go for that super, sure, we'll do some damage, but at the same time, we have so much help to work with both these characters, and both these characters can so easily play at their own pace. That's going to be a difficult fight regardless if you return back to neutral, because we have Adachi with those Azios, those Bzios controlling that space, and then of course you also have Yu with his great fireball game as well, and even that very explosive rushdown game that we've seen so often. So really well played from Yosro, bringing things back and getting a lead of themselves, as they now have one game over Serene and is now on set point.
Right there, a good 5P snipe right there.
Into the air, toss out those projectiles, using that wall scene as the wall, basically. It's like, you will not pass this wall scene, and Rachel is just going to be standing behind them and tossing out those projectiles at their own leisure.
Okay, the stagger pressure. Yeah, no, not too much up, but they got some good staggers in, just not any real good hits so far. Wow. 2B as a reversal button.
Activation, not activating the wall scene just yet, and waiting for that easy A0 to end. And now Serene is starting to get small damage here and there, lots of small packet damage, and a lot of reversals being baited as well. The mix just keeps going, and lots of intentional drop from Serene, playing very smart, and he might be able to kill here. Oh, we don't have meter though. Oh, we're not able to kill. Not quite, but Yosro on very low life, popping that resonance immediately, wants to get that health regen as much as possible. Only at level 2 resonance too, which is a very big deal because his health is not recovering as fast as he would like. He's not getting as much meter as he would like, but still 4 meter is still nothing to scoff at. And especially it's not something to scoff at when Yosro is able to get a kill against this wall scene and bring that Rachel down to the final character.
Took 2 instant blows. Okay, there we go.
And this is very similar to what we saw before, right?
Oh, but the grab now gonna take away all those doors. And that's
that meter, 5 meter to Serene's name.
No way.
No, not quite. I don't think this is going to kill. Scaling is a little too much. Instead, we're going to be They're setting back to neutral, hoping to find one more hit. And Serene playing that runaway game, playing as lame as possible, does not want to get caught into a sticky situation. But now they might be in a sticky situation, jumping up that high into the air because Yosoro can just stay on the ground. But now that the Georges falling on the ground will be a bit of a threat that Yosoro has to keep in mind. And what a Windstock usage to push George ever so slightly and catch Yosoro's button in that moment. Well played to Serene. Great screen awareness and screen control to able to take that game back and even things up 2-2.
Get ready.
String gameplay is always wild. All right.
Our first,
Can't escape from crossing
first
yeah, first game 5. Yeah, exactly. Feel like all of these games have been very Russian, very fast paced, but only getting game 5. Ooh, okay.
How skilled all these players in the bracket are tonight. And the fact that we're getting our fifth game here, or game number 5 this early on, because at prelim number 4 it took a little bit until we got our game number 5. So really good to get as early on as it is right now. But Yosoro is looking to make it stop much faster than that. And I love that reaction there with the Adachi 5P to catch that burst. Great awareness from Yosoro. And there's that ender there to go for that extra damage.
Oh, okay. Doesn't go for the DP instead. Just lets them go back to the ground. We're cutting it a little bit close. You don't want to accidentally get your DP blocked.
This is going to be keeping Yosoro locked in the corner so that Walton can get in for free. But that Rachel is still behind that wall, so using him as a wall. And it feels like a puppet character in some ways, right? You send out the wall scene like he's Eddie, and you're just tossing these projectiles right behind him to cover up for wall scene whenever his block scene ends.
Oh, okay. Got the cool big extension. No, we don't even need it. We're just gonna do super.
Yeah, you want to guarantee that kill. You want that wall scene down, especially now that Rachel is at this low of health. That Resident will be being popped once again lower forward, but the 5C like that will not be enough to kill.
Hey, living on a prayer right now. Got hit by George. Didn't know where they were on screen.
Oh, we are dumping our meter, filling up the screen as much as possible, and gaining a lot of meter in the process. Look at that. George gained the Rachel 3 bars. That is absurd.
Oh, but the air. Gonna take it. Yosoro taking that game 3-2. That's a very intense gameplay right there.
Stop pretending you know me just because we spent
Very
a little
intense,
time
very well
together.
played to Yosoro. 3-2 over
Losers.
3-2 over Serene Smile, but man, Serene Smile has been playing out of their mind tonight. Once again, taking out Razo, 3-2. Very big deal. And Serene will still be on that loser side of the bracket as well. They still have that safety net, but now that safety net has been used up. So it's going to be a little more precarious on how far you will be making it into the bracket and how much further this bracket life will last. But Yosoro's bracket life certainly will be lasting for much longer, as they have secured their very first winners final spot for Intertwining Fates Prelim.
Looks like up next is going to be Hachi versus Sprite now.
The return of Sprite Cranberry and the return of the Ragna Azrael. We didn't see the Azrael before, but we're going to be seeing the Azrael now. Oh, actually, no. Adachi Azrael. We swapped it up a little bit beforehand. This is definitely what I think This is what I think of more when I think of Sprite Cranberry. So it's cool to see that we're busting out the Adachi and Azrael now, that we're winning semifinals, especially against Hachi's main team here with the Yumi and Akihiko.
Yeah, going against all mains on deck. We absolutely need it for a bracket like this. And looks like Hachi's going to be starting off. Getting pressure in the corner right there. Goes for empty jump low.
There's going to be a burst from Sprite. Hachi switching to that Akihiko, trying to rush in against that Adachi. And man, you say that sometimes he struggles against zoners, but when he can get in that fast, sometimes you're questioning the validity of that statement.
Sometimes.
That's a great thing. I love that awareness too, noticing like, oh, this is what he's going for. Oh, I can go straight into a raw super like that to get the maximum damage possible.
And then no mix-up right there. Keeps the corner with the DP as well. That was beautiful.
Great call out. And getting that Heat Riser buff as well is going to be very important.
Oh, wow.
Another call out.
Just so aware of these bursts. Yep, just going to throw the whip throw and then just end it right there. Wow, Sprite taking game number 1 right there.
And this is just RFL night here at here at Intertwining Fates.
Perhaps.
They sacked their 3 RFL players here at us tonight, and and both of them made it to winner's side top 8, and another one could potentially make it into winner's finals. That would be an even bigger deal too, because Sprite Cranberry, I believe, made his very first top 8 last prelim. So being able to make winners finals like this, man, that is an absolutely killer run.
Wow.
Don't count Hachi out just yet, as Hachi starts off strong with this combo from Yumi, building up some meter, building up some bar, and building up that advantage over Sprite. I do anticipate a burst coming very soon because this Adachi is very low on life and worse for wear. Out of this pressure, and that's going to be that burst coming out the moment that Hachi secured a hit. Oh, what an anti-air from Sprite, and this is going to be tossing Yumi straight into the corner. All these hits, the impact of these loops, of these combos, so devastating.
Ooh, okay. Unfortunately, DP didn't save him, and the super didn't save him. Gosh, it's gonna go down though. Yes,
I love that resonance as a pause button as well, recognizing hey, oh, Adachi, hey, Hachi is going to go for that overhead. I can just go for a stand block into a DP and catch Hachi off guard. They try to continue their pressure, and it looks like Sprite Cranberry with that resonance going straight into the super. I love that we went straight for the super at the end there as well, because this will be a guaranteed knockout, and we're locking out that potential burst that Hachi could have spent once that resonance was over. So now Hachi's stuck on their last character, has resonance available, not sure when they're going to pop it. Sprite still has 2 bars, so you know, a Blackhawk Stinger in neutral could be a real threat.
could be. I know definitely they want to save that meter though. Definitely get those weak point combos. So stressful. Gets the grab. That should be it.
Yeah, you can see Sprite was trying to play patient, but the multitude of hits that Hachi was tossing at Sprite, and so many of them were hitting, definitely tore on Sprite's mental in that final moment there, and forced Sprite to be a little too patient to the point where they weren't expecting that final throw from Hachi to close things out.
Yeah, kind of unfortunate too, because you saw in the beginning they were much more willing to throw out buttons and catch Hachi trying to mash out pressure. But Yumi can do that. Yumi sometimes mental destroyer.
Oh, absolutely. One of the strongest characters in the game. Probably the strongest character in the game for a reason, right? When I talk about a versatile character, an all-rounder character, that's Yumi. Mix-up monster, neutral monster, but unfortunately we're not going to be seeing much of any of those with Sprite's complete dominance of game number 3 so far, but finally those good DP call-outs will be securing a way out for Hachi, and hopefully recovering a bit of that health for Akihiko as well.
Wow, just threw out the button right there, killed up the character. Okay, there we go.
Azrael as well. We do have the need to spend to take out this Azrael, and that's going to be the correct decision. We want to take that Azrael out as soon as possible and force Sprite to play, I would say, is Sprite's worst character in this duo, but still a very strong character regardless. And we'll be seeing exactly how well Sprite can zone out Hachi to play that rush down game. And it looks like Hachi is the one that's going to be laying on the hurt to Hachi. I love these jump forward JAs to check those personas from Sprite.
Wow, that's
what an anti-air. Can't close it out, not yet. Right, 5 bars a meter.
Can do it.
Hachi is looking for it, not trying to commit to too much. We're playing as compact as possible, like a boxer. Arms close to his side until he finds the one opening, and Hachi takes it. That's going to be the third game going to Hachi with a 2-1 lead over Sprite. I love in that final moment, we're pressing our JAs, we're pressing our 2As. We're not neglecting that we have these fast, mashable buttons with Akihiko, and we're taking advantage of the fact that Akihiko can close distance so fast given the opportunity. And that was the opportunity. Saw that we whiffed something, and I was like, you know what? This is my time. And went straight into it. Took that final combo, and took that game with him. Hachi on a roll with this Akihiko so far.
All right, Sprite looking like they're maybe a character change, which
maybe. Oh no, actually we're still sticking to that Adachi Azrael. I did kind of expect maybe a Ragna coming in, because Sprite does play that Ragna Azrael, as I think we mentioned before. But instead, we're just going to be sticking to the characters that we've been playing with so far. And honestly, that's not a horrible decision either, because you've already played 3 games with these 2 characters. You've already started to adapt to this matchup. You don't want to lose that matchup awareness here by switching to a different character in the form of Ragna, because you're playing that different character.
Exactly. Alright, just gonna do this simple combo. Alright, gonna get hit out of the air with Yumi. Burst that immediately though. We don't want Yumi to get anything started.
Yeah, we're trying to catch Yumi from that full screen with these Azios, Bzios, and 236Cs as well. And that persona, this is what I'm talking about, that persona just ignores the push block. It's like, you know what, I'm still in your face, I don't care.
Okay, switch back to Adachi, Senna. 2C, that was great.
Some chip damage against that Akihiko. Not going to be too notable because Akihiko will be recovering that health, but that Yumi cannot recover that health. When we're in that active spot, we're going to be bursting. Yeah, you gotta burst that. But Sprite is able to pick up the combo regardless. So now there is that difficulty of like, do you burst that combo or do you let Sprite take out that Yumi? And I think the more important thing is to keep that Yumi on the field with your 2 characters. You gain so much advantage by having that Yumi as your backup, as your get-in option. And now look at what that Yumi is providing to Hachi because they saved that character.
That was a beautiful combo too, all the way to level 5 there for Akihiko. Oh, we gotta block that. That was insane. Gotta block that.
And that actually catches the 2A from Hachi. So Sprite will be taking out the Yumi, and that Akihiko is the final bastion yet again. Can we see another clutch with this Akihiko?
I mean, anyone can do it, and any character do it. Definitely Hachi's stuff.
Oh, these anti-airs, they're so clean. They are so clean. And now that resonance is over for Sprite, we're going to be getting damage buff from the super resonance. Will this be enough? Wow. No, it is not. Sprite's
Magic
still
pixel.
alive. I do not see a health bar on Sprite anymore. And Hachi knows one more hit. 2A, 5A, JA, where is it? And that's going to be the final hit to close off the set. Hachi with a 3-1 over Sprite Cranberry moves on into winners finals and denies RFL that winners finals spot.
That was an insane match. Like, doing something real quick. Speaking of dope.
Oh. Oh, he's here.
All right, looks like we're gonna be that 9 Yumi team, the team that has pushed this player over the edge. Used to play that Squirrel. I remember back in that Squirrel days. But that team definitely. Okay, never mind. Whatever I just said, just throw it away. Just throw it away. We're doing Carmine Gordo.
Get ready.
Very interesting. I don't really associate Rialzo with the Carmine Gordo as much, but it's super cool to see that we're seeing different characters, a different side, different flavor of our good old Rialzo coming out. Maybe this is why Rialzo lost. We're switching our characters up. We're having some fun. We know that we got that top 8 secured. We're just seeing how well we can do with an alternate team. That might be the case because that Carmine and Gordo is a duo that we certainly do not see very often from Rialzo. But we do see that Adachi and Ruby from Sykes very often. Will these two mains be able to be enough to take out this pocket from Rialzo?
I do know that Raza does play Carmine. I haven't seen the Gordo, but I mean, Gordo got a ton of weaknesses, especially in this patch. Just definitely a character you have to pick and love.
He will never be the same again.
You have to play him with love because that's the only way you can play it.
Yeah. They took him out back and shot. They took him out back and shot him in the head. That's what happened there. But Ruby, no, Ruby gets to live. Gordo though, Gordo died. Oh man, the good old days of Gordo.
Oh my god. This is actually my team actually. So I'm happy to see it. Unfortunately, gets a happy birthday. Gonna kill that Gordo. Feels like he didn't really do anything, but this is kind of how it is.
All right. Oh, that's a huge hit there, but we're not able to get too much reward off it. And this is a very scary situation for Carmine, right? Because Carmine is a character that uses health to use his special moves. And when you're an anchor like that, sure, Carmine can do a lot of damage, and sure, he has some great tools. But at the expense of his health, it's going to be very difficult to try and make that comeback unless you're getting those throws in to recover that health.
Wow, insta ready. We are locked in this team, he said.
Yeah, and especially in those clutch situations in your Carmine, the other player is looking out for the fact that you're looking for those throws. So it makes your approach rather predictable, your pressure rather predictable, and it makes it even harder to really get anything started past that. So Rialzo not able to get anything started in that first game as Sykes has that first game advantage here.
That's the combo there. Okay, great snipe right there. Actually hit both characters with the pinwheel puddles. Alright, we should be able to get some health off of this. Ooh, fake out.
And what a super reaction to that burst as well. That's going to be a good deal of damage, but not enough to kill because we don't have enough meter for the super instead. Instead, we're going to go for the ender to recover that health. It's going to be very important later on.
No way! What a reaction! A little bit of BM right there. Oh, that's
like, I got you. What are you going to do about it?
Just gonna play Ruby. Oh my god, and Ruby getting a ton of hits right now. Hopefully we confirm into combo.
It's a betrayal. We got our friend backstabbing the other, huh? Ruby beating up the Gordo. Come on, man.
No
I expect better morals from you.
Wow, and Gordo going down. Basically didn't do nothing. Oh, almost got that confirmed. That was crazy.
Oh, and
nice
jump over the fireball. That's going to be the game here. Yeah, no, we're not going to drop that. Going for the ender with the super. And that's going to be the second game going to Sykes. Another strong performance. Back to back. wouldn't be seeing a character swap from Riazo. That could be a possibility, or Riazo might just be sticking with his guns with the Gordeau Carmine.
That's
Okay, cool. Still
crazy.
sticking with the Gordeau Carmine. I love to see it. I love to see it.
You know, I do love Gordeau. I mean, I do play this character myself, but you know, he's kind of stinky. Like, you can kind of switch. I understand.
He's cool. He's cool.
He's the coolest, but sometimes I want to win.
I mean, come on, you got a big scythe. Come on, Mortal Slide. How are you supposed to hit Mortal Slide? Grim Reaper, man.
Oh man, I love this whiffing for me just immediately swinging again. Okay, doing a lot of damage on Adachi right now. Like, very close to dying.
DP, but Sykes was not in a position to actually get a punish on it. But instead, we're going to be getting that cross up here. We got the Ruby privilege. Those hitboxes coming in from the other side. Killed, but we're going to be able to take that burst away from Riazo. But a TRM will be kind of unfortunate. Going to be a bit of scaling. So Riazo looking to end that combo early to get the hard knockdown into the super. 5k, easy cash out. And hoping to get a little bit more, but that Adachi 5P has something to say about it.
Alright, I mean, we do got 18k health. We can afford to take some hits. Kills the Adachi with that combo.
Great call out
Looking
there.
real good.
That was a great utilization of those giant normals that Gordeau has available to him, and that was the worst super you could have done there. Sykes jumping right over, clearing the fence, and now the resonance is being called for Sykes. So much health being recovered, and Riazo is hoping to recover the health with Carmine as well. I think that's the plan, but now you're tossing out these Carmines as the assist. Those fireballs will be posing a threat towards that Carmine health bar.
That was a great combo too, though, to make sure you have recoverable health with your auto combo. Alright, just playing some neutral right now. Gets the grab, should kill.
Wasn't able to get burst back in time.
But messed up a setup or whatever they were trying to do, and Raza taking that game finally.
And the 2B hitting Sykes in the shins and giving Riazo their first game on the board.
Signs of life, I like it.
Absolutely.
Alright, nothing to think about, just going to that next game. I mean, Sykes could take it still. It's pretty tough matchup, I would think. Razo's team to go against. Like, it feels like, you know, like Gordeau can do a lot. Like he is kind of an assist spot. Like the best aspects about him are his assists, but really can kind of deny a lot of those stuff you want to do with Gordeau.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, getting a lot of health though. Cross up, are we gonna switch? No active swap.
Is on the field against the Gordeau and the fireball. That push block into the fireball, that can be a little tough. But it's just a little bit of damage, not too much of an advantage. But Sykes is doing a great job. Honestly, just moving around neutral with these big buttons, right? And a lot of these are hitting Riazo on the head, and it's giving Sykes a lot of really easy combos.
No way. That should be it too.
Got a cross combo here for the maximum damage. Get to the Adachi. I'm not sure about the Adachi though, because now we have very low health. We want to switch into that Ruby, but instead we're going to be calling in that Ruby as the assist to switch into that Ruby that way instead. And now Riazo, a pixel of life left. Those are one hit away, needs to recover that health somehow, so we just go back to the back line for that Gordeau. Also on equally low health, and Sykes will be taking that Gordeau down. Riazo instantly going for the DP, still has resonance, not popping it just yet, trying to go for that Nix instead, and Sykes is continuing to rush Riazo down as much as possible, sandwiching them between the Zeos and swapping Riazo right there on the other side with the 2A. That's going to be the set going to Sykes as Razo has been eliminated from the bracket.
Okay, let's
Yeah, but
pipe down a
Razo
Still
definitely,
in my ears.
yeah, he's definitely still happy about himself. Still coming up with a guaranteed placement in after the prelims, so he's definitely happy about that. He got to play his team that he wanted, so but he's still smiling even after that loss.
Absolutely. Really cool to see a different flavor of Razo and different characters being represented.
Definitely. All right, our next matchup we have here, it's going to be Serene Smile versus Bumba Chunga. I've been really excited to see this match. I want to see the comeback from Bumba. I don't know. Just really like to see some Labras. And like I said, that
Yeah, go ahead.
I was definitely saying that Bumba, like you said, the Labras is very unique. Plays the Jhin as well. It's a very lubricated team. It's a very efficient at what it does, and it wants to do big damage really fast because that's what Labras does best. And that surprise damage out of nowhere with that Axe Meteor, right? You know, being the core defining feature of Labras, just sometimes can kill a character instantly.
Yeah, it can be a very high damage character, but it can be a little bit hard to get into those situations where we can be that explosive character. So it all comes down to how Bumba Chunga is able to pilot this Labras and how we use that Jhin to complement that Labras to either if it's to get in or to keep that pressure going, and extending those combos to get that high damage threshold. But we're going to be playing against Serene Smile. We've already seen Serene Smile on stream already. And like you said, both these players have played on winner's side before. Serene Smile taking out Bumba Chunga 3-1. And also, both these players are very close in points. Serene Smile with 9 points, Bumba Chunga with 10 points. So these two players are kind of fighting each other to make it into the top 8 final cut.
Yeah, exactly. A very decisive match all around. Just being very patient. Right now, the wall of stuff that's happening. Waltzing buttons covering all the screen. Rachel just covering even more of the screen. Just absolutely does not look like a fun time for Bumba.
Not at all. And that's going to be the activation on the towers. Striking that lightning down. That's going to be so much damage. It feels like Bumba has not even been given a chance to play this game yet, but finally that DP will net Bumba Chunga with that chain, bringing them all the way in.
Yeah, fortunate drop right there. Definitely don't want to see it, especially with Labras. It feels even worse with Labras because if you're not doing damage to combos, you're losing Axe. Axe Meter, I don't know if you know this, that's kind of important for her. Oh, a nasty reset from Serene, going off that Jhin.
Man, this is such a difficult situation to be stuck in. Wallstein and Rachel staring down the Labras with so little health, and Serene jumping high up in the air, doing what Rachel does best and pelts the opponent with projectiles from up on high, where the other player can't really interact with Rachel in those situations. Sends out the George, sends out the towers, and that is going to be the very first game going to Serene Smile. A very similar situation that we saw before in Bumba Chunga is definitely struggling. I would say definitely struggling in this matchup, right? It feels like Bumba Chunga is not too confident with what to do what to do with these characters.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Exactly. It's I mean, Serene does play a pretty unique team overall. It's definitely the Waldstein, I feel like, is the biggest problem because the buttons on Waldstein are very big, right? And Labras's buttons are very slow in comparison to Waldstein's how fast his buttons can be. But right here, there's a good position for Labras to get some damage in. Messed up the confirm though. Still got the corner. Oh wow.
The combo though. Oh, we're getting happy birthday. Sing the song. Never mind.
I wonder if it's tournament nerds. I could imagine.
We gotta play a sad violin song now because that happy birthday was not too deep. Bumblechunga dropping the combo and dropping what could potentially have been a huge advantage, but instead we're gonna be clawing back that huge advantage that they dropped before with this combo on the wall scene, dropping down from up on high. Serene Small not expecting that and getting DP'd on their own DP.
Oh, catches him in the air, gets the combo. But we are just mashing buttons on the way down.
That is crazy. 5B there. Stick out the leg.
He's so brave. He's like, nah, I don't care. I'm gonna push this button.
The force that keeps this world in balance.
Well, you know what? We're now even things up because we chose to press that button and just ignore Serene Smile. Basically, show no respect. No respect at all. And I think that might be what you need in this situation. You do not want to give Walstein or Rachel any room to move. Because when you do, well, Walstein can just do what he does best, be that wall, and Rachel can do what she does best and sit back from all the way up high or all the way behind the wall and toss out those projectiles and bully you from afar.
Exactly. Ooh, nice burst bait right there. Gonna be not a ton of damage, but the axe meter is where it's at right here. Yeah, we got this set up. Oh, and she's dead. She's super dead. Oh my god.
14k damage. That was more than enough. Now we're just going to send in the Jin to do the rest of the job. Serene Smile getting a DP off. Still has that resonance going. Trying to find a hit. But right now, Bumblechunga is playing at that range where Serene Smile cannot reliably get back in and continue that pressure. And because that Bumblechunga went for that ice car to get that combo. And now this is going to put Serene Smile in a very dangerous situation. Spent that 1 meter. That 1 bar, and is looking for that final mix with that jump normal, catching Serene Smile yet again. If it was looking like if there's one game so far that you want to point to, say like, you know what, this is the momentum shift. This is the momentum shift right here.
Get ready.
And you're perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Like the Labrys finally doing that job. Like I said, she can kill characters like in a blink of an eye. You don't even realize you're in danger until it's too late. Got out of the combo for free there.
Block all these projectiles.
Oh my god, push block wagon.
Yeah, that's so tough. Just getting push block or getting that win stock spent to push you into George. And there's not really much you can do in those situations because it's still in that end lag. And that George can basically kind of guarantee in some situations like combo for Rachel.
Wow, what a disgusting tick grab right there. I like that the wind was still affecting Labrys right there in the air.
Shoot out those harpoons. Wants to get in against Serene, but not able to see that through. Swaps to the Jin to get that health regen for Labrys. But man, Serene Smile is just showing that they do not care either. Okay, blocks the 5C, so we're able to take back our turn. Swaps the Labrys, a perfect swap actually, because now that DP has burst lockdown, so they have to hold this damage.
Stagger right now, gets the throw. This could be huge, especially if they don't burst.
I feel like we're going to be bursting at some point. Okay, we just dropped the combo early, and that's actually the smart thing we could have done in that situation.
No way. The frog lives. George does not disappoint.
5B in your face yet again. The matchup defining button here, folks. Back up against the wall. What are you scared of the most? This leg that Jin is just sticking out. And man, I love that Bumachunga is so content with actually moving eventually up in the air with these giant active hitboxes. This has given Bumachunga such a huge advantage in neutral. The fact that they're able to just lock Serene down and basically give them a free assist to lock down Serene Smile when they drop down to the ground. Very, very smart, and Serene on very low life in this situation. Bumachunga still with both of his characters remaining, tosses out the super, gets some chip damage on board, and gets that throw as well to take that set over Serene Smile. If Serene Smile was able to take out Bumachunga 3-1 and we're inside, Bumachunga reverses the situation with a 3-1 of their own to basically secure their spot in that top 8 final cut as they move on into losers semifinals.
I'm so happy right now. You can't see it right now. I'm smiling ear to ear. I'm so happy for Bumachunga.
Yeah, really pulling it through. Shows that they've just been consistently playing, consistently grinding the game. I'm sure that all the prelims that Bumachunga has played in before really helped with Bumachunga being able to make it to this high of a placement so far. So really well played, and we'll be seeing you on October 5th? Yeah, October 5th for that finalist bracket. Really cool stuff to see. And this is actually because Itudeku has not shown up to this bracket tonight. So basically, we're going to be taking Itudeku's spot because every single other player has shown up or has such a huge lead that I don't think they really have to worry too much. Yo Game Wizard being another one of those players where they're not here tonight, but they don't have to be. Though it was definitely a lot scarier when Chop Suey was running through that bracket, because if Chop Suey also qualified into top 8, well, you know, Yo Game Wizard might be in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, definitely. Chop is that scary player, and I think everyone sighed a breath of relief when they heard he was DQing.
Yeah, I bet.
But looks like right now we're waiting for our next match. As you can see, it's going to be Sprite Cranberry, but they're going to be against Sykes. So that's going to be an interesting match right there.
Going to be the other side of losers, and let's see. No, they have not played each other. I was like, did they play each other? No. We saw both of them on stream already, though, so we both know who they play, how they play, and how likely they are to make it further into this bracket. So both these players can certainly make it further into the bracket, but Sykes has been one of the top players here in Intertwining Fates so far. So Sprite Cranberry certainly has his work cut out for him as he plays him in losers quarterfinals. Whoever wins this one moves on into the losers semis to play against Bumachunga. And of course, on winners finals, we still have Yosuro and Hachi just sitting up there comfortably on the ivory tower, staring down from above and just enjoying the action. Probably has a cup of wine in their hand at on their credit card and hoping to afford by making top 4 in the final cut on October 5th.
Oh my god, so many...
I can't afford this $100 wine, but I expect to make it as a top 4 to pay it off.
Real treat, real chateau, or some real great red wine or whatever. But yeah, we'll definitely have to see. So waiting on Sykes right now. Just make note that we still got that match Reno up. Still can donate money if need be. If you have any money just lying around. Let's see. We still got 11 codes. That's 11 codes that you could just give the free money. You don't even have to do anything.
Yeah, I feel like everyone has. I feel like we've been advertising this so much that I feel like everyone who could have claimed it has already claimed it. So you know what? If you've already claimed it, send it to your friends. Send it to the other people you know that have a match in your bracket. Send it in your server. Say like, hey, 11 codes left. Can we just get some people to claim them? That will always be helpful. Don't send in your BB tag servers. Maybe send in your local servers. Maybe I'm sure someone will back up behind you unless people don't like you in your locals. Well, then that would be a little bit unfortunate. But not much we can not much we can do about that. Big shout outs to oh, you didn't claim your code yet, huh?
I did not. I just
You
realized
were-
I was
you
like,
were
I'm
shilling it,
shilling
and you
this
did not claim
so
your- that's
hard.
crazy. I am commentating with a sheep and wolf, a wolf in sheep's clothing here. Man is saying, hey, donate to the Matcherino, claim those codes. He didn't claim one himself. But now we're at a clean 510 for the Matcherino, so we're going to be having an even number at the very least. Still, though, if you can, go and claim those codes right now. Anyways, we're into a match. Sprite Cranberry, Ragna Azrael versus Sykes on the Adachi Ruby. Let's see how this thing is going to start out.
Alright, looks like the start of the match, Sykes has a bit of a lead. It's definitely going to be hard. I feel like, you know, Sykes' team is pretty good at with the neutral that Sykes or that Cranberry wants to do. But the Ruby definitely can get over a lot of stuff, just make it hard for Ragna and Azrael to get in. Really good at getting those sandwich situations. Okay, nice blocks right now.
Activation, and that's going to be the Zeo from behind. And the Azrael. Big seat coming from above as well. And yeah, this is a big thing with this Azrael and Intertwining matchup where we can actually just negate a Zeo or B Zeo with the Growler and send out that Growler Fireball, one of the strongest fireballs in the game. But you can only get access to that Fireball by absorbing a projectile. So Azio and Bzio give a perfect opportunity for Azrael to absorb it and let it loose. And I think that's going to be a key part of this matchup, and how well Sykes plays around it, or how well Sprite Cranberry plays into it, will be defining a lot of these neutral interactions, as Sprite takes that first character away from Sykes in that form of the Ruby.
It looks like Adachi is following suit.
Oh, that's dead.
You gotta love Azrael. Gameplays are either he's getting bullied or he's definitely bullying you. He's just built like that type of character in this game.
He certainly is. Well, really in any iteration of the games he's been in, right? He's just that super
definitely in
hyper-aggressive
CF, he's the bullier. He definitely bullies a lot more than he gets bullied. But definitely, that's kind of that archetype on display.
I don't know. I feel the same about his iteration in BB Tag as well. He's still pretty good in this game.
Yeah, he's still pretty good. Yeah. Oh, the AZU, the defending right there. Tries to do the 2B to stop the first, but unfortunately did a bit too early. Great block. Oh my god.
Growler absorbed, and there's that Growler Fireball. Look at that. It's like, you know what? I'm just gonna let it loose.
Sprite is not afraid to do some supers. Not a fan of that.
Oh, good block on that overhead there.
Yeah, sometimes it's a little bit hard to see because he does do the BZU, right? And you can kind of cover up what you're doing. Oh no.
Uh-oh, straight into the super. Crashing out early. 7k just like that for a measly 2-bar 7-hit combo. Yep. And look at that, where you try to go with that fireball assist from Ruby, and normally you can't autopilot into that when you're playing against a lot of other teams, but against Azrael, that's not really an option you can do so easily.
With the stare down.
But the sandwich, and Sykes not able to block correctly in the nick of time, and now Sykes on their final character yet again in game number 2, going down without a fight, finding a good hit with that 5B, but we dropped the combo midway through. That could be very detrimental because we're not getting the hard knockdown, we're not getting that Oki, but we will be popping that resonance in hopes of making this comeback, which will not be a possibility because with 4 bars to their names, Sprite Cranberry will be easily able to clean up this second game and move that advantage to a 2-game lead in this set.
Sprite looking very dominated right now, just very composed and not really letting Sykes get their gameplay off at all, especially with the Growlers. Like you said, the Growlers are definitely defining this matchup. Definitely seems to be hard for Sykes to get started when Growler says no.
Ready.
It's like a stop sign. It's like, kick. Like
It's time to stop.
yeah, exactly. It's like stop what you're doing. You cannot do that against me. Yeah, it's my turn now. You try to approach? Well, no, you're not going to approach. You're trying to assist, and you can't assist. Very hard to deal with. But,
is it frame 1? That's kind of crazy too. Get thrown into it in one. Really fast. Okay, just setting up right now. Sachi does have Heat Riser. That means extra damage. Wow, trying to DP the Growler. No, unfortunately, Growler does gain full invul. It is basically like a little mini DP that you can do with projectiles. Oh, that's not good. Is he dead? Or no? Okay, no. Huge damage though.
yeah, no, huge damage indeed. This is a much different situation for Sykes because now Sykes has a really noticeable lead over Sprite, but Sprite is playing Ragna, and a notable thing about Ragna is that he does have life steal. It's not a lot of life steal, but it does matter in some situations, especially when we've been seeing a lot of games where it's been coming down to those final pixels, and that health regen can definitely play a factor in keeping Ragna alive in those critical situations.
Ooh, nice 4P.
Like that.
Wow, he was so ready for a burst right there.
As we're holding down the line, the final front against this war, against this Ruby and Adachi. And let me tell you, we're going for a reset with the cross up to the other side. You're already dead, he says. Imagine what I said, but in Japanese. And now Sykes running away, going for the resonance as well, but won't be able to use it just yet because Sprite is fighting a huge hit here. That's going to be an easy 10k plus damage. And running down the resonance timer, which is even an even more important factor as well.
Yeah. Now it's a quote unquote fair fight now. It's the counter hit, no confirm though. A little bit far for any buttons.
Two stops coming in, getting push blocked. Sykes spending a lot of bar on this defense. With Sprite Cranberry also spending a bit of bar as well with a push block of their own. Heat Riser coming out on block. No opening from both these players just yet. We're spending meter back and forth. Doesn't want to overextend all too much, especially when it's Sykes here, knowing that one hit will be enough, and that throw will be able to close this out for Sykes, booking it towards Sprite Cranberry and spending that super to close off that game. What a clutch there. Actually, almost a bit of a choke at that moment there, considering how much of a lead that Sykes had built over Sprite Cranberry. But Sprite Cranberry not able to see that clutch all the way through, is now facing Sykes, who has one game to their name.
Exactly, and it's really just, you only need that one win, right? You need that one win to feel like it's not hopeless, and you can really get on with that. So, oh my god! But when you get a start like this, you need to win.
Your chances are looking grim here, Sykes. No, I'm just kidding.
But what have I done to you? Oh, unfortunately, a drop right there.
And it's still in the corner though, so there is still the chance that they're going to be getting mixed.
Oh wow. Definitely getting hit by everything right now, and it's just total reversal. Sykes now in the driver's seat, putting him in the corner right there.
Question on that gas pedal. No, full stop here. And Sprite Cranberry, especially with his happy birthday, and we have enough meter for the full screen super into the DHE Ruby kill. And what a quick game for Sykes in response to Sprite Cranberry. Absolutely insane.
That's got a lot more tense, a lot of quick.
We're now at game number 5. It was looking so much in Sprite Cranberry's favor, but it just goes to show that this game can be so fast. You make some mistakes here and there, and then now you're facing an even playing ground. You're facing an even playing field, and you really need to be locking in this moment. Oh yeah, Yo Game Wizard in the chat. Speak louder. Speak louder for the people in the back. DP them. Absolutely. These people are too. These people are too afraid.
Take it away.
Like that, we know what happens sometimes. We don't want to happen to me.
Listen, you're not even guaranteed $500. Would you DP for $0? I would DP for $0.
$0. Now you're speaking.
You gotta think of it like that, right?
I just realized that Sprite switch over to Azrael Adachi right now. Almost looks like they killed that Adachi. Oh. Okay. It's like showing signs of life right now. A great lockdown.
Yeah, fantastic lockdown, but that's a lot of meters spent on block as well. And because of that, we're going to be having a bit of a near disadvantage against Sprite Cranberry. And Sprite Cranberry going to be finding a big combo here in the mid screen. DP baited out, hit the Adachi, but it doesn't matter because now the Ruby is out of the way. And the Adachi is the only character left standing. And a simple AZO will catch Sykes on the retreat, trying to air backdash out. And that is going to be the set. Going to Sprite Cranberry 3-2, narrowly edging it out, but still able to get the set regardless. And now we'll be playing against Bumba Chunga in the losers semifinals. But I believe before then, we're going to be watching winners finals first and jump up to the top dogs here between Yosuro and Hachi.
All right.
What a night so far. We only have 4 sets remaining, maybe 5 if we get a reset. And that definitely could happen for sure. Sprite Cranberry, Bumba Chunga both being factors. Yosuro versus Hachi, I feel like these two players are rather evenly matched. And if one gets sent to losers, I feel like there is a chance that one of them can make it back and get a reset against each other after getting a bit of that adaptation down. So I'm looking forward to see how this winners finals will go, because it's going to be setting the pace for potential grand finals. It's going to be setting the pace for potential losers finals, what that's going to look like. And also, it is much higher stakes, because if you make it into grand finals, well, you're going to be on the winner side of the bracket, and you will have that extra set of leeway to work with. And that's so much more important, because you only need to win 1 set, while losers needs to win 2. So you're already looking much better in that regard.
Mm-hmm. And looking at this list right now, Yosuro definitely, I feel like, needs this win, right? Definitely to guarantee to at least get top 8. It definitely feels like Yosuro needs this win. Hachi is a little bit higher in position. I actually don't believe they're too much higher though, but
You're about dead even.
yeah, but a little bit even. So definitely, this is definitely like a match that's going to decide who gets to stay, right? So that's going to be very tense.
I don't think it's going to be deciding who gets to stay, but it'll definitely be deciding how that seeding is going to shake up. Because if Yosuro manages to take a first place here, then Yosuro is going to be moving higher up in that seeding, while Hachi drops down. And that can be a very important thing to have. You don't want to be lower seeded and playing against Ryaza round 1. That's not a situation you want to find yourself in. So I think right now we're just trying to do as well as we can to avoid that kind of situation.
Yeah, I think you're right. Right. So, okay, we have our match finally. Hachi, Yosuro. Let's begin.
Escape from crossing fate, and we're going straight into the cross combo with the Adachi coming in, finding a good hit against that Yumi. whiff there, and I love that Hachi was immediately able to recognize that whiff occurring and was able to escape that corner as well.
Oh, weird. What a stagger too, wow.
He's trying to bait out a DP, that could be a possibility. Regardless, Yosro getting a good amount of reward from that 2-way, gets the Heat Riser buff as well. Attacking Heat Riser yet again, and that's going to be, I think, no, not enough. But that will be up there.
Yeah, double hitting high. What a privilege button, especially since catches a lot of people, right? You definitely got to be prepared for the low, but I'll block both of them.
Ball sticking Hachi. Easy combo. 5 meter. That should be enough to kill you. I mean, honestly, we could just root straight into the super instead of doing that big old fancy combo, but Yosro wants to make a statement. 8.6k, and could have potentially been even more with all the meter that we had stocked up in that moment. Yosro with 1 game over Hachi to start off winners finals. Still going to be a versus 3 like every other set that we've seen so far, so not much to not much changing on that front.
Get ready.
Agreed. Looks like we're starting out with Yumi on front. I forgot who. I think it was Akiko on front, so that's definitely a change. Definitely feels like the Yumi can start pressure earlier. It's definitely what Hachi wants, right? Definitely wants to control the match fast and early. It's working out.
On the match fast and early. Happy birthday to start us off. Oh my god, we were just cashing out as much as possible, building up so much meter in the process as well. That is crazy.
Wow.
Round start and both of your characters take 10k.
Fair.
That is absolutely insane, dude. How do you come back from this?
That's fair. Oh my god. Yep, Dead's character definitely dead.
Ryu is looking like a dead character as well. Not if we drop the combo, but instead we're just going to call that an American reset. Good old 5C coming in clutch to crack Yosuro overhead in that moment and get Hachi a round of their own.
Alright, just a quick comeback, dude. Just like, that was an incredibly short match. Just a happy birthday like that.
Locking in.
Can't escape from crossing
Game
fate.
number 3, Can't Escape from Crossing Fate fight, and we're once again leading with the Akihiko. We talked about it before, but we mentioned that, you know, the Yumi might be that better character as a point character, because we saw what happened when Yumi was that point character last time. We get so much advantage from that round start interaction. In this Akihiko really struggling to scrounge up any type of lead, any type of hit, because Yosuro has yet to get hit until this moment, as Akihiko goes Hachi uses the Akihiko's air normals to go for that air to air and successfully escape the corner.
Wow. What an interaction. Okay, instantly goes to the super to get the damage. I agree. You definitely just want to get it nice and early. No combo though, unfortunately. I say is like that's a normal thing that characters get.
Interesting. I feel like we could kill that Aki. No, actually no. No. We couldn't have killed there. But we will be able to kill here. That's for sure.
That's all that matters. He's dead now.
Oh, and this is dead too. No.
Oh,
Oh,
you
no,
say that?
no.
Commentators curse.
I say that. You know, honestly, I said that, and I doubted him. Because I've seen Yosuro drop these combos before.
Alright, one more hit. So brave of you.
Is that really all you
Girl 5A does the job.
stop pretending?
Okay. So we're gonna be taking that on match point right now for winners finals.
Get ready.
Hachi, switching to Yumi, learned their mistake, you know, learned Well, actually, after the past 2 games, Akihiko just really not working. Yumi just has that better screen control
Adachi-san.
for this matchup, definitely.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
So definitely switching up to the Yumi round start. Hopefully we can do that again.
Gotcha. Help me out.
Okay, great defense from Yusoro's part right there. Oh, couldn't get too much off of it. Oh, just keeping this locked out right now. Yep, gets the burst punished. Beautifully done. Gonna active swap to Akihiko. Get this huge damage. Possibly gonna kill. Barely didn't.
Taking game. It looks like we're just trying to take game after game here. And man, the games, honestly, the games that Hachi wins. And I feel like Hachi is definitely has a really good opportunity to take out this U right now. But Yosro still sticking to it, still staying alive despite it all. I don't know if we're going to be seeing a clutch. It's very hard to do. And yeah, just seeing a combo like that, especially with all the moves we have, all the resources we have, that with that partner gauge extension, that's going to be enough to kill. But like as I was saying before, it feels like whatever matches Hachi wins, especially with that Yumi on point. Like that Yumi on point insta wins the game. And then the Akihiko on point insta loses the game. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like.
It feels like it, yeah. But you know, you could definitely see that Hachi definitely wants the Akihiko to run amok. It is his. I feel like the character he's put the most time into. So sometimes it is a bit frustrating if you can't get the actual character you want to get off the races. But right now, definitely making the switch has helped. I thought this onslaught from the Sora guys.
Oh man. And it looks like a Jinx one.
Perhaps. I mean,
Maybe.
Yumi is almost dead. Oh, and the throw gonna take care of it. Only one left now is Akihiko. That's kind of scary. A lot of the value Akihiko is lost without the assist, to create these mix-ups.
Hachi still has that cool health Akihiko, so we definitely still have a lot to work with, but you gotta get out of this pressure first. And Yosro is throwing a low, a mid, a high, and the whole kitchen sink at Hachi, trying to open them up, but to no avail. And Hachi's still holding on, but that's going to be the overhead to take the lead even further for Yosro.
Yeah, Gatsuko, the residence here, has to do something. It's gotta be crazy. It's gotta be insane. It's gotta be getting hit by an overhead.
Hit there.
Yeah, unfortunately, Yosoro taking that game right there. Just absolutely incredible stuff.
This is why I can't stand you hopeful little
Absolutely
losers.
incredible stuff indeed. An incredible run of Yosoro. Grand Finals winner's side in the bag. That ticket has been punched, and Yosoro will be moving on as Hachi is sent down to the loser's side. We'll have to duke it out there against the winner between Bumachunga and Sykes, as now these players are on the hot seat. You gotta see if you can win all these matches and make it into grand finals. It's gonna be back-to-back games if you manage to win them all, and we'll be starting things off strong with our first set to close off the night. The final 3 sets come through. Loser semis, Bumachunga versus Sykes. Bumachunga already in the room, ready to go, running all around, can't keep that energy contained. Labris and Jin, and of course Sykes on the other side, looking to pull no punches either, especially with the points that they have lined up as well. I believe Sykes is 4th place in the lineup.
Uh,
Wait, what's going on? Oh, right. Okay. I just
Oh.
misremembered in that moment. I'm autopiloting and reading the bracket. My bad, y'all. Okay, yeah. A bit of a misreport there. I was autopiloting, reading the bracket. Yeah, no, that's right. I was revising history in that moment. No, Sprite Cranberry will be our player coming up. I was like, wait a minute, something seems fishy here. But Sprite Cranberry, of course, but the Azrael, possibly the Itachi, or it could be swapping back to that Ragna. You can see the chat's all confused as well. But no, here we go. This is going to be the losers semis match to decide who moves further into the bracket. And honestly, I don't have my money on either of these players. They've been both looking so strong tonight.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Bumba taking care of his his only bad match, going into the same match and then actually managing to beat Serene definitely shows that they have opportunity to go far. Labrys's DP sucks though. Oh my god. Look at his damage too.
Yeah.
She didn't even get to play the game.
Yeah, that's enough of that character, huh?
No. Okay. I thought I was gonna reverse there. Oh my god. What's happening? Oh, nice counter hit confirm right here. Yeah, we're gonna go all the way to this side. It's great. We're gonna do some fancy stuff right now. Okay, kind of dropped the ender. Oh my god, the slow walk.
Oh, okay, cross combo. Ah, there it is.
Look, I'm punished.
Easy.
A little bit of a little bit of a little bit flounder at the end, but definitely Sprite's game right there to get that game number 1. It just looked really bad from the start with the Labrys losing, all her health off of one bad DP. You hate to see that. It's hard. She don't really got any great reversal options, right? It's be hard out here with Labrys, but takes that challenge. Ooh, get in the back now.
There you go. Much different story compared to that previous game there. Labrys actually doing some damage in that moment. That damage is going to be... that damage is going to be fleeting because that axe stage will be running down during this combo. Completely empty. And Bumba Chunga's health is almost completely empty on the side of Labrys. And that's such an unfortunate swap there. Back to the Labrys. And now losing one of their main characters.
Yeah, unfortunate. I think they were trying to do a burst there and accidentally got a character swap, and then bursted again, or bursted there, which unfortunately went Labrys dying. Okay, that was super. There we go. You have super. Oh, Azrael's dead. I didn't even see that. That's crazy. You're insane. No. And there we go. Bumba taking the game. Due to his bravery. Not being scared to push buttons when he needs to.
Yep, 1-1 Snake Eyes. Hitting here for loser semis. Getting to that point in the bracket. We're trading games back and forth, and with a game as fast and explosive as BB Tag, it's bound to happen. Snowball so easily with those round start interactions, and these round start interactions, honestly, in a lot of these games so far have been that defining factor of who wins and who loses. So based on that, Sprite Cranberry's looking really good. focus has been stripped away. Bumba already swapping to that Jin, hoping to get that Labrys to recover a bit of that health. And then there's going to be that DP on defense, pushing Sprite back. But that Adachi support with the 6P is going to be very useful to keep Bumba honest.
Trying to keep the corner still. Unfortunately, couldn't convert there. Swing that axe. Got the burst punish still. That's great. Keep the corner too. You got to block for your life. Okay, nice.
Treasure has been popped for Azrael. Can we see a comeback? I mean, Azrael is a very comeback-focused character, and I think we're going to be seeing one, especially with a punish in the form of that. Oh, we try to go for the cross. That was very sneaky. Unfortunately for Sprite Cranberry, Bumba has his eyes glued on the screen, ready to react to what's going on, and Sprite taking advantage of that situation. A very unfortunate DP there in neutral. Going to get whiff punished. No secrets to close things off. So Sprite Cranberry still having to take that last chunk of Bumba health bar away in order to win this game. Is coming down to the wire right now. It looks like Bumba is going to be clutching it with Jin yet again. Oh my god, man. This guy. How's he keep doing it?
He's got bravery. He's got the Triforce of Courage. It takes him very far. Alright. Bumba, match point right now against Sprite. I'm super excited. Come on. Let's go all the way. No bias here, by the way. Absolutely no bias.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
Move, Zeos. Oh, I think. Are we going to be seeing again another revive? It could be a possibility. But we've seen these clutches come from Bumba China come in so far, and they could definitely be a factor later on. This health is certainly not dissuading Bumba China from being very aggressive against Sprite Cranberry, and we could potentially lead the final game of this set. Adachi coming in, trying to save the Azrael, but Bumba China with those reactions swaps to Labrys to do even more damage to his Adachi, making them hurt. And then Jin swap back here, trying to get a super off in time to catch Adachi on the AZ, on the what I think they thought was a BZO, but AZO came out instead, and that will be interrupting it and losing them a little bit of lead progress.
New character gets hit raw.
Unless we burst. Oh, it looks like Sprite Cranberry was ready for that burst to happen, but missed time that Adachi assist just barely, so wasn't able to get that off clean.
Oh, you have to block for your life right now. Unfortunately, we did not. Sprite's going to even out this game. We're going to see another game 5.
Another game 5 coming in. That's what you love to see here. So many game 5s so far. Razo versus Serene, Serene versus Yosro, Bright versus Sykes, and now Bumba Chunga versus Sprite.
I like to see the game 5s. I like to see more BB tag.
Only one player can move on though. Let's see who's going to be escaping this crossing fate, and who's going to be moving on through this bracket. As Bumba Chunga already looking a lot stronger than Sprite in this final game here, taking away half of that Adachi's health bar, and has Azrael back up against the wall. Though that partner was already out, so that was really easy burst there for Sprite to get out of that situation. Now suddenly things are turning in their favor.
Oh wow, random swap right there. Okay, there we go. Gotta get the corner. Nope, the burst says no. Oh, yeah. I feel like that's the right call, especially when that happens.
Coming down so close yet again. There's the cross of DP. Oh my gosh, Sprite Cranberry on a roll right now. I know that Sprite Cranberry is a bit of a crowd favorite right now as well in the chat. Lots of people supporting Sprite in this moment. I think your hope is well placed in this player because Sprite is going to be moving on into that losers finals spot to play against Hachi, securing a podium position, 3rd place at prelim number 5. What a play, taking out Bumba. Only one player can move on, and man, all these players have been playing out of their mind, getting their own personal records beaten and taking it further than just beating those records. Well played to Bumba, well played to Sprite, and we only have 2 sets remaining. Sprite now in that hot seat. Everything is on him. All eyes are on him because now they have to take down Hachi. If they can take down Hachi here, well, they get a chance at taking down Yosuro there in the grand finals.
Exactly. And this is definitely going to be a very interesting match. It's a very rushdown oriented teams I see, and I'm going straight into it, it seems.
Looks like it. Back to the drawing board, 0-0 between these 2 players. This is losers finals between Hachi versus Sprite Cranberry, and Amelia we're trading hits back and forth, but no combos coming in. A little bit of persona break there, but Azrael will be coming in to save Adachi from behind. Best Bros for life, covering his back and covering Azrael's back in return, and with that Zio for the combo extension. Corner carry, I think that's another big factor as well. And okay, that was so smart from Hachi there. Hachi knew that Sprite wanted to keep the corner, knew that a cross-up was going to be coming in soon, so they went for that 2A mash at the perfect moment to stuff Azrael.
Growler. Oh no, confirmed. That could have spelled the end of Yumi right there. Unfortunately, gonna get mixed up right now. Ooh, wow, and that anti-air last second, catching Adachi, gonna be a good chunk of change.
Oh. And the happy birthday? Oh my god. Say it ain't so.
No. All that work we did for nothing.
Gone.
Be taken
in an instant.
Yeah, just evaporated in his hands. Right, gonna be taking that first game. But if I know Hachi, he's definitely not fazed by this. That's definitely one of the things that makes the top echelon players from other competitive players. They definitely do not let their losses get them down too much. They know they can do better and just try again.
It is what it is. You just keep moving. You move forward. And Hachi is certainly trying to move forward, except they're stuck here in between these 2 characters, sandwiched in between the peanut butter and jelly, cannot get out. And Sprite Cranberry will unfortunately end that block being a little too early and get stuffed out in the process. So Zio coming in from behind will be supporting the Azrael and getting a really strong hit against this Auxiliary. A great starter, maybe anticipating a burst coming very soon.
Uh-oh. That's counter hit, but I think she's a little bit too far. Yeah, no confirm off of that. Oh, we blocked it for a while. Oh, but the low, we just didn't see the low coming. Gonna be the end of Yumi right there. Oh.
That's it. Oh, no, not quite. Oh, yeah, right, because Blackout Singer pushes them a little too far, and also Adachi was on the field already in that moment. Cross combo activation, trying to bully Akiko as much as possible, and there's the ZL from behind, filling up the screen. And Sprite Cranberry is filling up their points as now 2-0 Lumen over Hachi, and is looking to take one more to take this set away.
Get ready.
Absolutely. And Sprite just doing an incredible job sticking to a Hachi's characters, right? Like the Azrael using the Gustav and the Adachi using the 6P, they guarantee that there's going to be some, momentum push right there, right? You're definitely going to have to block something and be a little bit dangerous if you don't block the right way.
Don't drop the combo now. Okay, we didn't drop the combo there. That's good. We got the reset as well to keep that combo going. The OP pressure. Hachi's really been struggling on those routes with Akihiko. Has been dropping a lot of those in terms of moment.
That dropped? Oh, we get burst punished? Oh, it just gets worse and worse. If I was Hachi, I'd be like, major stop, please.
There's the corner carry. Azrael with a hard knockdown as well. And there's those 236Cs, those lasers, those 6Ps, fooling Hachi, basically without any risk to Adachi himself.
It should be a dead Adachi though. Oh, what a pivotal drop!
He runs away. This is what I'm talking about. Hachi dropping so many of their critical combos, and now Adachi left to live Sprite. This could be a game changer. The fact that Adachi is still alive here.
Oh, nice happy birthday though. Definitely not gonna kill. Has to go for another reset or something.
The GP out. That could have been a big whiff, and that's an even bigger whiff.
Still not a kill.
The push block, and we found the final hit, and no drop from Sprite. Hachi stumbling, unfortunately, and not able to close things out to take a game for their own to stay alive in the bracket. And Sprite 3-0, taking it over Hachi, moving out of losers finals and into grand finals to get the run against Yosuro here. Not a run back. These two players haven't played yet in bracket, at least in this bracket yet. So I'm really excited to see how this grand finals is going to shake up though. Still, congratulations to Hachi for making it to third place in losers finals, for making it so far. Well played. Well played tonight. Well played tonight.
Absolutely.
Oh man, my heart can't take it anymore. Come on, y'all. Let's not be dropping our combos anymore. This is grands, y'all. You gotta show us what BB Tag is all about.
Definitely, Sprite's definitely warmed up his fingers, so I don't think we're gonna see too many drops on his side. But Yosuro, he has been sitting on that golden throne for a while, so hopefully he hasn't got cold hands waiting for this match.
Get ready. Get ready.
Who's the point's going to be? I feel like it's going to be a Adachi point for both these players. You don't
Yeah.
really want to do Azrael into Adachi all too much. And you don't really want to do... Well, I guess you don't really want Azrael to you all too much either.
Yeah, the round starts for Azrael pretty limited, but yeah, definitely making the right call there. Just going for Adachi round start. Oh man. Nice air the air. Yeah, converts it to a whole combo right there.
Oh, that's crazy.
That was like the actual.
There's no way. There's no way you got hit by the final hit of the whip TP.
Oh, and a happy birthday. Okay, unfortunately, Adachi drops out. He drops the combo too. Oh my god.
The mix?
Uh-oh. might be a dead pair if we don't drop it.
Yeah, no, that's dead. If we don't drop it, right.
If
But we don't drop it, right? We don't drop it, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
we don't
nah,
drop
that's
it.
unhumbleable.
No. Sprite's like unthinkable. I wouldn't dare. Watch this. Oh wow. Unfortunately, I think that's gonna seal the deal. That combo was sick. What?
It's like you were trying to lose.
We're not our combo video combos right now. Right with a very classy game 1.
Very classy
Get
indeed.
ready.
Well, that's a great first game. We still have a lot of time to resolve this grand finals. A lot of sets that could potentially be played out. That's not going to be deciding things. That's not going to be deciding things to start us off. We'll just have to see what the rest of the grand finals is going to be like, and Sprite is going to be doing a great job at just winning these round start interactions. I mean, Sprite has consistently been working these round start interactions so well, and look at that. That's so good. Getting that
That's a
deep
dead
kill
dodge?
out of most row. Getting it whiffed, and yeah, that's a dead Adachi for real.
That must have been like a really bad fat finger. Like I couldn't imagine it could be anything else. Like EP all the way across the screen. Very unfortunate. Yeah, it instantly goes back to the lobby. Definitely does not want to see the end of that.
Yeah, already forfeiting that game. That's crazy. Sprite already. How many? It's been like 5 minutes or something like that. It's been like 5 minutes, and we're already at 2-0 for Sprite on reset point. Actually, one more game here, and this bracket is reset, and Yosro is going to be sent down to losers alongside Sprite to do that with one final set.
Yeah, definitely could share his frustration. It definitely was a big misinput on his end, but hopefully we can take those in stride. Azra is like chasing them, bro. Okay, good. Gets a happy birthday. Corners him right now. Ooh, wait. Okay, no.
Bro. Still, but does a great job of chasing down this Adachi, and the mix-up is really good as well with those very simple cross-ups. It looks a lot easier to block than it actually is. You're like, oh yeah, he's just going to go for the cross-up dash, and then you try to look out for it, and you still get hit by the careless.
Yeah. All right. This combo is going to take some time. Definitely going to take the resonance away from Yusoro, especially with that cross-up. Likely potential game-winning scenario.
And that was just free corner carry as well. And speaking of free corner carry, that slightest free corner carry, but not if you're getting carried out of the winner's side of the bracket down to losers, because Sprite has reset the bracket over Yosro, cleaning the slate. And now we're back at 0-0, an even playing field. What a way to start us off. Sprite, after dropping to loser's side, playing against Hachi, is able to not only get the 3-0 run back over Hachi in losers finals, is now staring down Yosro on an even playing field after a reset. I'm telling you, dude, if Sprite wins this one, that would be absolutely insane. In a good way. In a good way.
Yeah, definitely. Especially if it's not 3-0. He's trying to speed run right now. Great block. And I like that adjustment right there, not falling for the empty jumps, right? Soro definitely was using a lot of that in the beginning, but started having that recognition.
cross up the DP, getting blocked, but you cannot take any. You cannot push back after that because Adachi is covering that the negative frames of the DP, keeping it safe. And there's the Adachi swap into the super, and that's going to be that Adachi taken out on the side of Sprite Cranberry. But Sprite Cranberry still has that Azra on deck and is looking to put on a massive amount of damage, but not punch like that.
This should be it. Yeah, just make it easy. Run up, 5B, super. Yeah, that's all she wrote. First new set gonna go to Yasoro. Finally getting something on his end. You know, it was looking really, really dreadful when he was in winners, but definitely showing signs of life in losers bracket.
This is why I can't stand you hopeful little losers. I'm not pretending. I still believe in the bond we share.
Yep. And this is why it's so important to be on the winner side of grand finals, right? You have that buffer. Even if you lost that set, you know, it's not even that big of a deal because you're still in the bracket. You can kind of treat it as its own regular set that you've been playing this entire time so far. You've already got that download as well, right? You played them 3 games, so you should be able to adapt pretty easily going into this game number 4, game number 5.
Yep, just keeping him in that corner. Real smart stuff. Try to go for a command grab. Didn't really work out there.
No. First hit as Yosuro. Yosuro is on a roll right now. What the heck? It feels like Yosuro is just completely dismantling Sprite Cranberry now.
Yeah, especially with that Azrael. That's gonna be rough.
You had a good run. I'm done with you.
There was an attempt.
there definitely was an attempt. Unfortunately, just kinda
definitely, definitely intentional. Just a final Hail Mary. He's like, you know what? If it hits, it'll be funny.
It would be funny. Sometimes you gotta take that sense of humor into finals.
Sometimes, but in that moment, that kind of lost Sprite Cranberry the game there, you know? And now Yosuro is on set point, 1 more game away from taking the tournament tonight and getting a whole 8 points added to their tournament record. Basically just guaranteeing their top 8 spot. And actually, we're seeing a character swap from Sprite Cranberry. And Sprite Cranberry has actually represented this character before in previous prelims in the form of the Akatsuki. Very strong character, but honestly, one of the weaker characters in Sprite Cranberry's regular rotation, I would say.
Definitely. And to do a character change this late is definitely surprising, right? Like, you definitely shown that like the Adachi team does work, right? So
maybe looking to try something new, maybe throw Yosuro off. This is potentially the final game, so I feel like Sprite Cranberry just wants to make something work. Combo, ooh, super.
Okay, good.
Should clear out the Adachi here. I say that, but you have to spend both of your supers to do so. That's going to be a bit of a unfortunate calculation there because now you don't have any mirrors to use. Only 1 bar right now, so you can't kill this U as easily as you would like. Especially when he's ready to go for those bursts. Base the gen cancel block very clean from Yosuro, expecting that burst to come out in that situation. Now still keeping that resonance, is going to pop it now, charging up that fireball in the process to keep that Akatsuki locked down. And there's those DP anti-airs that Yosuro is known for. The throw going to be securing Yosuro. The kill on the Akatsuki is now the Azrael is that final line of defense. Not enough for a super. Will this combo be enough to kill? I think it might. Yes, it will.
Yeah, good stuff right there for Sprite Cranberry. Was looking a little bit bleak, right? You looked like it almost looked like it had a chance to come back there, but really Sprite forwarded that.
I want to feast on it.
Looks like the I want to say the Akatsuki switch might have been the play, but it didn't really feel like Akatsuki did too much in that round. It felt like it was all Azrael in that moment.
Get ready.
Yeah, you can definitely see like the reliance on Azrael on the teams. Like he definitely is the star player on Sprite's teams. But yeah, it's definitely weird to see the Akatsuki this late, but hopefully he can make something work with it, right? You think you'd have a plan this late?
You would think. Oh my gosh, we're going full aggro, that aggressiveness, the chase down with those teleport dashes. And you know, Azrael doesn't really have that great of an approaching dash because of the fact that it takes so long to teleport like that is very predictable. But the fact that Sprite Cranberry just completely committed to that chase down is super impressive stuff because Yosro is getting beat down by this Azrael, doing so much damage. And Yosro is certainly very scared of it as well. Does not want to take these big hits, but
No way.
taking it regardless.
No
and man,
way.
that is crazy. Oh my god, that's going to be the kill on the Adachi. Are we going to speedrun another game here? That's going to
get Cake Growler, but nope. Yeah, doesn't get anything off of it. Wow, so egregious. Messed up the combo, got lucky. How many more times can we get
drop
up
here? Yosro is tugging with our heartstrings here. I mean, if we take this game, we take the set, we take the tournament, but that's not to be because we're going to a game number 5 for Grand Finals reset.
I wouldn't get too fixated if I
What a time to be living in. Sprite Cranberry versus Yosro 2-2 after the reset. And on the Akatsuki no less. And honestly,
Yeah.
I think the Akatsuki I don't know, I feel like we might have picked the Akatsuki maybe for the movement. Those step dashes have already proven to be very useful. And another thing too is that Akatsuki has extremely high damage supers. So I think what Sprite Cranberry is kind of baking on in a lot of these situations is saying like, hey, you know what? I don't trust myself to be able to win a lot of neutral interactions, but I do trust myself to run away with the neutral interactions I do win.
Exactly. Especially you see it right there. Lots of Tatsus and stuff. Definitely driving a wrench in Sora's gameplay.
It's also a bit of a different kind of pressure as well. Akatsuki, in a way, plays his own game in BB Tag. And if you're not respecting that game that he played, then you're going to be having a very difficult time actually dealing with this character.
Dropping a combo, Yosoro definitely, a little bit mad at this situation. Finally gets a TRM.
Knockdown from 5C, and there's the B Tatsu anti-airing Yosoro on the air approach. That's going to be very difficult. And the push block going to be pushing you into the corner. Will be stuffing out that Azrael though, the parry on the fireball, and that's going to be the kill on you. No, not quite.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't do the EX Tatsu right there. Definitely would have worked out.
Azrael just has so much health, man. 6k damage, it looks like it was barely a stretch.
Okay, wow. Try to bait that verse so hard.
Great
block.
Man.
It should be a dead Adachi too. Yep, goes to the super, just make it easy.
okay, let's go.
So close
On
down
the
to
last
wire.
leg, so close down to the wire, like you said, the DP, and there's the Tatsu for the final hit, and that's going to be the game close. The room left. Sprite Cranberry gained the forfeit from Yosoro as Sprite Cranberry takes the tournament tonight. Prelim number 5, 3-2, and getting a whopping 8 points added to their resume tonight. I think, honestly, if I'm looking at the records, I don't think that's enough to get Sprite Cranberry into top 8.
Is it not?
because Sprite is only 4 points. That's going to be getting them, maybe
like 12.
13, because I don't know if the 1 point has been calculated for participation yet, but we'll see how things shake up. Of course, E2 Deku is not here, so we'll be getting dropped from that top 8, but you got to make some room for Serene Smell, who's also getting points as well. I think we might have a bit of a tiebreaker. That could be a possibility, because Serene Smile is at 13 points. But man, just to update y'all on this points breakdown so far, I believe it's being updated in the moment, so some information it may not be correct in the moment. But Ryazo in first place, 29 points. We got Sykes in second place with 22 points. Wikondo in third place with 20 points. Hachi in fourth place with 18 points. King Ninjas also in fourth place with 18 points. Bumba Chunga in seventh place with 14 points, and Serene Smile being tied with Yo Game Wizard with 13 points, also for 7th. So we are definitely going to be seeing some tiebreakers come in for these final games. And it looks like points were updated. Sprite Cranberry only getting 11 points, just shy of that top 8. So even with that fantastic finish, big shout outs to Sprite Cranberry for playing so well tonight. But unfortunately, we will have to say goodbye to Sprite Cranberry in terms of intertwining fates, as we have our top 8 starting to finalize.
Yeah, but an amazing grands. That was absolutely great showing from Sprite. Would still be proud just from that match alone.
Absolutely. So many great performances. So many upsets. So many personal records being beaten. I cannot stress that enough. Such a big deal for all these players, and just supporting this community as well. But I believe that's all from us. All the matches have been played out so far, and of course we're going to be production will of course be finding some way to deal with those tiebreakers, and also completely break down those points to make sure everything's accurately updated. But until then, I'm Salty Boy, joined here on the mic with the wonderful
Bloody Demon.
and we'll be seeing y'all on October 5th for that final cut for Intertwining Fates. See y'all then.
See ya.